Most videographers are stuck doing $500 edits, $1,000 gigs, or maybe a $2,000 project here and there if they're lucky. Why? Because they're selling hours and not outcomes. And that's exactly why you are capped. A client comes to you and you start calculating your hours about $100 an hour. How long am I going to be there? How long is the edit going to take? That's already confusing the client in itself. And secondly, that's not how you're going to land those big projects. And so today I'm going to be breaking down my exact $7,500 offer that my media team created that took me from just being a camera guy to running a profitable filmmaking business. And so just for a little bit of context, so you guys know exactly what I've done, I run Photobomb Media, a media agency based here in Melbourne, Australia. We've worked with brands like Ferrari and luxury brands all around the country. And now I'm actually teaching filmmakers exactly like yourself how to grow and scale your business. So if you guys want to learn exactly how to do that, follow along. So think about it. Clients don't just buy video, but they're buying some sort of outcome that the video is going to provide them. So think, when you're actually giving them a video, what's the outcome going to be? What do they want to actually get from the video? And I mean, these are the questions you need to be asking your clients. When you're in that discovery phase of actually talking to a client, ask them, what is the exact outcome you're wanting from this video? Really dive deep into their pain points. What are they struggling with? What do their social medias look like? If you can see some sort of fault or some sort of problem in their socials, dig into that point, because the more you can talk about where they're struggling, the more they're willing to whip out their credit card and ultimately pay you to be able to fix that problem. And that's where you need to switch your mindset as well. You're not just a filmmaker, but you are a modern filmmaker. You're a creative director in the space. You need to be leading the way. You're not just creating a video, but you're actually creating marketing with your videos. That's the switch you need to have. And this phase here is exactly why you're probably stuck in that 1K project mark, because you're actually just selling on hours, how long you're there for and how long the edit's going to take. But that's going at it the completely wrong way. You're not pricing your videos with an outcome. People are willing to pay more for your work if you're actually saying that by the end of this project, you will get X, or there will be more authority built around your brand. You will have more sales coming in the door. There's so many different ways to structure this, but ultimately, when you start selling your videos with an outcome, it changes the game. So think about it right now. Are you facing this problem? Are clients approaching you and wanting these small jobs done? Because if you are, this is your bottleneck and this is what we need to solve moving forward. Don't think about the hours, think about the outcome. Change your mindset around that right now, and trust me, your whole business will change. So I'm assuming right now you probably don't have much of an offer. You've got maybe a rate card that says you charge $50 an hour and there's not much structure around it, but that is okay, because today and right now we are about to create you the exact offer that I've used in my business to charge those 7.5K flagship offer of ours. So here is the offer that changed everything for me. 1 shoot day and 2 editing days. We want to make sure that we are capping this, and at least we know that we want to keep our editing time to 2 days, because if you drag that on, you're ultimately losing cash, because you don't need to tell the client how long you're going to be editing for. So if you can know in your structure that you are going to have 1 shoot day with the client up to 8 hours, and then making sure you spend 2 editing days on this project, then ultimately if you go over those 2 days, you're falling behind, you're losing profit. But if you're under those 2 days, then that's great, because you're actually getting paid more for the job technically. So that's why selling on hours also isn't the right way to go about it, because you can ultimately get a job finished quicker and the client won't notice, the client won't care. As long as you're getting the job done and you're able to create that outcome, that's exactly what the client wants to see. So the offer will look something like this. You'll have 1 hero film that they will receive after the job. Then you'll have an ad cut down as well as reels that can be all maximized from the 1 shoot day. So for example, you shoot everything in landscape, you create an amazing promotional video that goes for around 2 to 3 minutes. And then from there, you can cut down all these separate videos to be able to deliver to the client. And ultimately they feel like they're actually getting more from the job as well. And you'll notice that a lot of media agencies will just provide 1 video. At the end of the job, there will just be 1 video, maybe in a Google Drive or something. That's, once again, not the best way to go about it, because when a client feels like you're over delivering and you're giving more than what was promised, that is when you'll actually keep your client very satisfied, and they will continuously come back, because they're going to remember you as the guy that gave them more work than the guy that gave them 1 video and called it a day. Think about that. Over deliver. That's what's going to keep clients coming back. And so think about it as well. I mean, you're not just getting 1 video, but you can get 7, 10 assets from the 1 shoot. That's the thing you need to keep in mind. And that's the importance from giving them ultimately all these additional assets. And that's why clients will pay $7.5 for this. I mean, they can pay more, they can pay less, but ultimately they're getting a bunch of content and they're maximizing the shoot. And also there are so many different ways to be able to keep this client on retainer afterwards as well. That's another topic for another video. But ultimately, if you can do this this package with a lot of your clients you're currently working with, that's going to be a good payday for you. So think about it like that. There are so many opportunities out there to be able to work with clients who do want this type of content, and that's just how you need to find them. And so this is exactly how you're going to sell this package. When a client asks you how much is a video, don't fall into that trap, because ultimately it's a downhill spiral from there. If a client's asking you that, you really need to flip the script. Instead of putting a price out there, you need to give your video some sort of value. So think about it like this. If someone says how much is a video, there's so many different outcomes, there's so many different deliverables. Ultimately, we don't know what the client's going to throw at us. And so that's when you do really need to start asking questions when a client comes on board. Those questions really put your video into perspective. And that's how then you structure your package. And when you do say that phrase, that really flips the script from price to having an outcome, because it is completely different. Flip the script to something like this. This film will drive inquiries. This production gives you months of content, all from one shoot. And when you sell it like this, the $7.5 mark really, it doesn't become a cost, but it becomes a essential play for every business to get content like this. For example, we run this exact same offer for one of our clients in our media agency, which was a detailing shop. They detail a lot of luxury cars. And this video brought in a ton of leads. There was so much engagement around these videos. I think one of them even got over 50,000 views on Instagram. There was a ton of interactions, and it was amazing because they could obviously see there was some sort of outcome from it, and therefore our video was delivering a result. And that's what the client wants to see. And on top of that, the videos actually did look really cool. See, that is the byproduct of the outcome. It was a lot of fun, and being able to work with those sort of clients, it's enjoyable as well. It doesn't feel like work. You're actually enjoying the process. That's the best part about the business we are in. And so if you are tired of charging hourly and you have no structure behind your offer, and ultimately you want to build a $7.5 offer like I did, DM me Film on Instagram. I want to be able to help you out. I want to be able to point you in the right direction and give you all the tools and steps that I put in place to be able to work with some insane clients we have, and ultimately create a business that is actually fulfilling, not doing those small jobs. DM me that on Instagram. I want to be able to help every one of you out, and I really hope you guys did get some sort of value from this video. This is exactly why I make these sort of videos, to just give back. If I can help you guys out in any way, this is how I want to give back. So once again, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm looking forward to putting out way more content in the near future. And for now, guys, I'll speak to you soon.